very full week, but a lot of exciting stuff going on. Hey, we're doing something a little bit different today, just to full disclosure for our podcast listeners, is we're also on Facebook Live, giving folks a chance to see a little behind the scenes what it's like to record in the studio.
Oh, I don't know if people really want to see what goes on behind the scenes.
But we have so much fun in here.
Oh, we do.
And we talk about it to so many people, so I thought it would be fun for folks to see for a few minutes what it's like here in the studio.
Well, that's a good idea. I mean, we always joke, you know, cut-ins and all this of eventually we'll have to put a camera in just to see all the deleted scenes and everything, but...
Oh, you're saying do a Facebook Live for the whole thing?
No. We'd break Facebook. They don't want to see all this.
Yeah, well, we do have fun in here, so it's a wonderful thing. Hey, I want to introduce our guest, which is Mike Collignon. Hi, Mike. How are you today?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me here.
Well, thanks for joining us.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And you're with the Green Builder Coalition.
Correct.
Always pause there.
It's okay.
Tell
You
us
have
a
to
little
forgive
bit more.
her. It's been a lot of
It has been a
podcasts the
long
last few
week.
days.
You are the capstone to an amazing week.
Yeah.
Well, thanks.
You're
I'm
hour number
honored.
10 of recording, okay?
Awesome. Let's get loopy.
Yeah, exactly. So tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Green Builder Coalition.
Gotcha. So I am the executive director of the Green Builder Coalition. Ron Jones and I founded it back in 2010. It's a national nonprofit membership organization for green building professionals. And I happen to reside here in the St. Louis area. And
Lucky us.
yeah, and Marla and I, we got a chance to meet about 4-5 years ago at the very first Sustainable Disaster Recovery Conference. And
I'm so impressed you remember that.
well, it was a very unique conference.
That was an awesome conference. I learned so much at that conference.
Yeah, it's sad that it went away. I hope that they bring it back. But it certainly had its place in the industry. It was focused on something that really doesn't get a lot of attention, unfortunately.
So do you remember what really kind of brought that conference around into creation?
No, but I do remember something trivial about the conference. So
And that is?
You go ahead.
No, I want to hear your trivia.
Well, okay, so do you remember the big speaker after all the sessions were done was the guy from AccuWeather?
Yep.
And he was showing the live radar of Superstorm Sandy hitting the New York area. And we were watching it on radar as it happened.
It was happening.
Oh, that's cool.
While we are at a Sustainable Disaster Recovery Conference, which came into being after Greensburg, Kansas was basically decimated with an EF5 tornado about 10 or 12 years ago.
Oh, yeah, and all of everything but 2 buildings
In downtown.
were leveled.
Yeah. So Daniel Wallach and Catherine, I cannot remember her last name, Hart, I think.
I think it was Catherine.
But they started an organization working with the leaders of Greensburg to formulate what was then known as Greenstown. Greensburg.
Greensburg,
Greentown.
Yeah.
And they actually helped to formulate a plan to rebuild that city green. And they educated homeowners on green home building techniques, and they did a lot of cool things. But they went on to expand that organization after Hurricane Sandy, after the tornado in Joplin. There's an organization in Moore, Oklahoma, after the EF5 tornado swept through there. So their kind of philosophy was, if you've got a clean slate to start with,
Yeah, why not?
and unfortunately it's through a disaster, why not do it in a way that's going to outlast, or have a much better chance of outlasting, another disaster should it happen. They've done some really cool work, and I know they've evolved on to doing some other organizations and some other things, but it was impressive. I agree with you.
Yeah, I was fortunate, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. I was fortunate